Hey everyone, today's video is going to be a tutorial collab with the lovely MakeUpByGio here on YouTube. We've both done two different celebrity inspired looks. Hers is inspired by Beyonce. I absolutely love what she's done with her look and she's just so talented. She's also from New Zealand, so don't forget to click the screen now if you would like to see her look. So I've done a look inspired by Demi Lovato. I'll have a link down below to the picture that I'm talking about, and let me just mention right now, I'm not a makeup artist. This is not entirely on point to her look. This is more my interpretation of what she's wearing. Don't forget to subscribe to Gio if you would like to, and thank you if you came from Gio's channel. Hello! So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then please keep on watching. Alright, so first off I'm going to go ahead and take my face and body in the colour C4, and I like to use this as a contour. I just have a sample of it at the moment, but this is the colour here, so it's a really nice natural contour. Demi looks like she's just got like a bronzed glow going on, but I'm just going to achieve that with a cream product. Now you can actually use a cream bronzer, but using a foundation is a really good way to do that also. So just going to apply that to the hollows of my cheeks. So I've just applied that kind of around my forehead and underneath my cheekbones, both as a contour and a bronzer. So I'm going to conceal my under eyes and also do kind of like a subtle highlight in this sort of triangle area, and I'm using my Covergirl Simply Ageless in the colour 210 on my angled eyeshadow brush from XO Beauty. And I've just loaded that up with product, and I'm just going to put it pretty much like a crazy clown, if that makes any sense, and just fill that area in. Just clean the brush off a little bit, and I'm just going to buff that out. So hopefully you can see the difference between the two cheeks. Then for some blush, I'm going to be taking this one here. This is a cream blush by Napoleon Perdis, and in the photo it actually looks like Demi's got more of like a kind of neutral brown, pinky brown kind of colour on her cheeks, but for me that's not really a natural looking blush, but on her it's natural, so I'm going to use what would be natural for me, and this is a Napoleon blush. This came with the Instyle mag, so I'm not entirely sure, but just have a look at that colour there. It's just a very kind of natural medium pink colour, and I'm just going to apply that cream blush with a stippling brush by Real Techniques just up my cheeks. So you just want to use something that's natural for your skin tone, whether that be like a coral colour if you think that looks natural on you, just whatever you prefer that's natural looking for you. This is very natural on my skin. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of a liquid illuminator. I'm using the Face of Australia Mineral Therapy Illuminator in the colour Angel Mist. This is actually a very similar product to the Benefit High Beam. And I'm just going to put this kind of on the high points of my cheeks. So I'm actually going to keep it quite far back. Normally I'd take it right the way in, but it doesn't actually look like Demi's got very much going on at all in the way of highlight. It just looks like she's got a dewy kind of foundation on, but I do just want to highlight my face a little bit just to make sure that it stays nice and glowy. A little tiny bit down my nose, and then just a tiny bit in the centre of my forehead. I'm going to go ahead and set with my MAC Prep and Prime. I really like this powder, it's good. It doesn't give a white flash or anything, but it sets everything in place really well. So I'm just going to pat that in with a powder brush by Real Techniques. The reason why I like that liquid illuminator is because it gives a really nice like glow from within kind of glow rather than like a crazy highlighter glow. Now eyebrows. Eyebrows I think are really important to creating kind of like a Demi look. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill them in like I normally would. So if you have lighter eyebrows you might want to go a shade darker just because she has quite strong brows. I'm using my e.l.f. eyebrow kit in dark and my XO Beauty eyebrow brush, and I am just going to fill them in. Alright, so now it's time for eyes, and I'm going to start off with my Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Bold Gold. It's just a really pretty kind of dirty antique gold colour, so it's more of like a, almost like a greeny gold rather than like a yellow gold, if that makes sense. Just popping that all over my lid, and you can also apply that under the lower lash line if you want to, just because she's got a pop of gold kind of in this area down here. So for this look I'm going to be using my Sleek palette in the colour Storm. So I'm just going to show you right now what colours we're using before I forget. So this one is going over the lid, this one is going through the crease, and then this one is going in the outer corner. So firstly I'm just going to pack that antique gold shade that I showed you all over my eyelid. If you want swatches on this palette, I'll have a link down below to my post that I made on my blog a really long time ago, just so that you can see more accurate photos of what the colour looks like. As I said, I'm just going to take that bold gold colour underneath my eye. I'm actually going to put it all the way along my lower lash line, but you really only need to put it in the inner half. Just wet my brush a little bit, and with the same eyeshadow brush, which by the way is the waterliner brush from Sigma, I'm just going to put the antique gold shade on the innermost part of my lower lash line, but we're avoiding the actual inner tear duct because we're going to put something else in there. While we're talking about it, I'm going to go ahead and pop a little bit of MAC's Vanilla Pigment on my inner tear duct. The reason why I'm going for this one is because it is a very, very bright shimmery white colour with a little bit of a gold reflex, so it really ties in well with this look. So next I'm going to take the light brown matte colour from the palette on my eyeshadow blender brush by XO Beauty, which is a really big blending brush, and just wash that right through the crease. I'm not being very tidy with this, I just want to create a really, really smoky effect with this. I'm also going to use the light brown to create the kind of wing that Demi's got on her look, because I don't really want the dark brown to be the wing. I've tried this look a few times and I think that it's a lot more flattering when you use the light brown to create the subtle wing. Now I'm going to take the bronze colour that we were talking about before on my Real Techniques tapered crease brush, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that, tap out any excess, and I'm just going to start basically putting this into my outer corner. So sort of just on the outer sort of third of my eye, and then slightly blending it up into the crease. I'm kind of taking it out into that outer wing, but not with a lot of product, because otherwise it's going to be too hard to blend. So back to the big blending brush to blend out the edges. I think it's especially important to make sure that you blend it on the lid, otherwise it's not going to have a gradient, so just make sure that you've blended that really nicely. I'm going to take my favourite Jordana eyeshadow in Creamy Vanilla, and I'm going to highlight my brow with this, just because it's a subtle matte brow bone highlight. So now that everything is well blended, I'm going to take my blending E36 brush by Sigma, which is a really, really small, tiny, tiny little blending brush. I'm taking that bronze colour and I'm just going to blend that under my lower lash line, quite smokily, just to sort of get the colour underneath my eye. You can do it nice and close to the lashes if you want, but because this whole look is quite smoky, I do want it to be kind of diffused looking. So I'm going to go ahead and take a brown pencil eyeliner. I'm just using the Model Co one because it's the only one that I have that isn't blunt at the moment. My bad. And I'm just going to tightline and apply it to my waterline. So for liquid liner, I'm taking my Master Precise one by Maybelline. And I really, really like it because it's got a thin felt tip. And I'm just going to pop that as close as I possibly can to my natural lashes. I don't think Demi's got anything on her lash line, so I don't really want to look like I've got anything on my lash line, but I'm just trying to make a nice sort of base for my false lashes to sit on. So because I messed up my eyeliner a little bit, I just went in with my short eyeshadow brush from XO Beauty and a black eyeshadow and smudged it over the top, and it gave it a really, really nice smoky effect, which I definitely do prefer. So in the photo, Demi looks like she's got maybe like very, very natural false lashes on, or just outer corner lashes. So you could totally wear the Flirt lashes by XO Beauty, which are these ones here, which are the really, really pretty kind of outer corner lashes. Any ones like that would look really nice. But I'm going to be wearing the Innocent today, which look like this. They're just very, very natural looking. So I'm just going to apply one full coat of my mascara, which is the Maybelline The Colossal Smoky Eyes, to my top and bottom lashes. Then I'm going to pop the lashes on and I will be right back. So this is what it looks like with one eye with the lashes on and one eye with no false lashes. Now I think that you could definitely do this look with no false eyelashes, but let me tell you right now that these are my new favourite XO Beauty lashes. These ones are phenomenal. They went on so easy. They look literally incredible. I'll see if I can do it up close for you, but oh my god, I'm actually in love. So this is the finished eye look. I absolutely love it. I've tried filming this video a lot of times with different lashes, and I think although all of the lashes that I wore look really, really pretty, I definitely prefer the very, very natural looking lash. This just makes my lashes look 10 times fuller, and it's just very, very flattering. I also love the fact that these are handmade, so they look like slightly different but still the same, you know what I mean? Makes them look even more natural. So for lips, I'm going to mix two different concealers together. These are the MAC Studio Fix concealers, and I'm taking NW20 and NC20, the two kind of darkest colours in this palette. It's quite a light nude that Demi's wearing, so I'm just going to mix and match a couple of different products, starting with the concealers, just to kind of cancel out any colour on my lips. I'm going to pop a little bit of this Australis Velour lip on top. This is the Perdis. I really like this one. I'm not a fan of brown nudes, but I do like this colour. Just a little bit of that. Just blend that in to make it a little bit more lifelike and a little bit less zombie. I'm going to top that off with a nude pink gloss. This one's by Napoleon Perdis, Again, I do not know the name because it came with the Instyle mag. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on the top because Demi has got quite glossy lips. So that is absolutely everything for this look, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys think that this does look quite similar to the look that Demi is wearing. As I said earlier, this is not a replica of her look. This is kind of like my take on it, just with colours that I think look nice on me, but I did kind of try to do that sort of winged out outer corner, but not quite as extreme. So let me know what you thought, and if you have any more requests that you would like to see, do post down below. And also don't forget to check out Gio's video. I really recommend that you check it out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!